It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Tonight,
it's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. This is the first game in the Nets road trip. Well, so far this season has been very disappointing, still without a win, and we're weeks into November.
And before the season, guys, not much was expected of this group. We heard them saying that they were going to prove the doubters wrong, but so far that has not been the case. It's been a struggle.
Brent, we're already starting to hear some trade rumors out there. Is it ever too early to start making changes?
If you talk to any good GM, it's never too early to start thinking about how can I make this roster better.
Constant thought.
There are some times, though, and I think we've seen this through the years, where there might be a player that's on the roster that, whether there's a coaching change or his approach to the season, maybe it's a contract year and mentally he's not really where he needs to be, that sometimes teams examine that and think, we might need to remove this now in order for us to get where we need to go. And that might be some of the reasons why, Kevin, we're hearing some names this early in the season.
Exactly. So the Nets starting five. Russell and Grab are in the backcourt together. Jared Dudley out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Fareed in at the five. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And that was an ugly loss for them last time playing these guys. And really, the rebounding differential was the key.
Yeah, it was very poor, their performance on the glass. And it wasn't the only reason they got blown out as badly as they did, but it was the biggest reason.
Misses from the corner. Johnson inside. He's guarded by Dudley. The pass to Dragic. He kicks to Richardson. In the corner, it's Whiteside. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. Richardson, no luck. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Hollis Jefferson. Hollis Jefferson. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And right now they're like a light switch in the off position. 1 of 5 so far. Not an ideal start.
Here's Richardson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, Whiteside beats everybody to the ball, but then maybe the wingspan helps out. 7'7". Reach over the top, snatch that.
Here's Russell. They get it again. Dudley's shot is good.
Pretty ferocious and sheer determination shown on that one. Easy to see why he gets those easy scoring opportunities.
Dragic kicks to Richardson. Pass to Johnson. To the inside. Here's Whiteside. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Whiteside's got his second bucket of the night.
That's big. If Whiteside steps up like that, can face you up and knock down stuff from distance, it adds a huge dimension to the offensive sets.
Now, here is Russell. This game he had 28 points.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Waiters with the ball. He's guarded by Cram. Waiters surveying the D. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Waiters got his first points in this one.
And because he likes to handle the ball, Waiters is dynamite in the pick and roll.
Inside and stolen by Richardson. Johnson attacking. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Now, here's Dragic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Whiteside finds Waiters. 5 to shoot. Over Russell. And too long on the shot.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Back to Crabbe. Passes it to Fareed. The shot from the low post is good. Fareed's got his second bucket.
That's where Fareed gets most of his shots. He's a high percentage shooter from inside the paint.
Waiters passes to Dragic. And here's Richardson outside. Again, the miss by the Heat. Brooklyn leading by 4. Outside, Russell. Shoots over Dragic. Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
Puts it up off the inbound.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one's swatted.
And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Waiters.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Hassan Whiteside, a max player for the Miami Heat, but I've heard some analysts say, Brent, that they question whether he's a Miami Heat type of player. Why is that?
Well, the Heat are built around a pretty much maniacal work ethic. There's a lot of grinders, and you look at Whiteside as a draft prospect. He worked out for the Heat and actually walked out midway through a workout, yet they stuck with him, they kept tabs on him, and they brought him in, and they've paid him handsomely to be out there and be impactful. That's got to be on a nightly basis.
He misses the free throw.
Big hands, long arms, huge frame of Whiteside. It just makes him a dominant shot blocker, a huge rim protector, and a very good rebounder.
Good on the second free throw. Brooklyn leading by 3. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Kenny Atkinson. DA.
Well, Kevin, when I asked him about the defensive game plan, he said they have to clog up the middle and deny clean looks at the basket. If they can do that, he thinks they'll have the upper hand. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Well, this Heat organization has had such a great run of success under their owner, Mickey Arison, and what Pat Riley has done to pour the foundation of the culture around Miami. This is not a team that likes to throw away any chance to compete, or any season for that matter.
Both free throws good from Dudley. And memories of the Big 3 era of Bosh and Wade and LeBron James still fresh, Brent, in the memory of the Heat organization.
Well, more fresh in the memory of the fans of the Miami Heat. The organization trying to do their best to move forward and move on. Of course, that team 4 straight finals appearances, won 2 NBA championships. They want to get back to that level. They know they got to find some talent and some diamonds in the rough, and trying to figure out a path to get there.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Johnson. Justice Winslow comes in for Richardson. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Dion Waiters. Napier finds Russell. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Russell's got his first bucket of the night.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And stolen by Napier. In transition, here come the Nets. And it's off the back rim, no good. The Heat trail by 7 on the wing. Winslow. The 15-footer. Kenneth Faried grabs the board. And so Napier will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Kicks it to Napier. Right side against Faried. Russell from long range. Again, Russell missing.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Pass to Winslow. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Talk about what it means to be a good teammate, Brent. You've played with good ones. You've played with bad ones. I've always thought you were team first when you play.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. There's just an idea about what it is that you can contribute to the team. I think you always have to accentuate those ideals. Your approach on a daily basis has to be consistent. And if you're a starting player, it's one mentality. And if you're somebody that plays off the bench, you have to come to practice every day to push the guy that's in front of you and wait for your opportunity. But most of the time, it's that kind of consistency with which you come to work and the attitude of making sure that I want to make any kind of contribution I can for our team's success. That usually is a pretty good formula for a good teammate.
Brooklyn leading by 6. Harris looking it over. Launches a 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Miami's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Controlled from outside. Adebayo with the bucket.
Terrific basketball from Wade there to thread the pass to the wide open man for the clean look.
And here are the Nets. Napier passes to LeVert. Back to Napier. Shot clock at 6. And there's the pass to LeVert. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Heat.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
And he's good on the first of 3. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. Here's Johnson. He kicks to Olynyk. Goes back up. Here's Adebayo. Pass to Olynyk. Knocked loose. Stolen by Faried. Here's LeVert. Wade is covering. Here's LeVert. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Johnson can't hit. Nets leading by 7. Here's LeVert. Passes it to Napier. Poked away. Stolen by Wade. It's Adebayo, top of the key. The dish now to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Wade left side. Knocked loose. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Harris. Now here's Napier. Not a lot of room. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Nets lead by 9.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
Johnson kicks to Wade. Back to Johnson. To the middle. Napier with it. The pass to LeVert. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Heat shooting just 26% early. Wade outside. Pass to Adebayo. Johnson with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Napier. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Miami. Ellington comes in for Dwayne Wade. And so Fareed will bring it up for Brooklyn. 9-point game. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
No doubt some bright spots, more than you'd expect out of a loss like that, but it doesn't make the result any easier to take.
McGruder kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's McGruder. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Now here's Napier. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's Napier missing.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
McGruder passes to Johnson. Kicks it to Ellington. Here's Olynyk. And he drops it in from the low post.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
17 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's LeVert. Ellington defending. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Carroll with the 3. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. Versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works just fine for combo guard Tyler Johnson.
I don't really limit myself to one position. I feel like I can guard both positions. Being able to do that, I feel like I'll have the capability to fill in when needed.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable. And
Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
We've got Wayne Ellington. Adebayo is out there with Olynyk. Then it's Johnson, and it's McGruder in at the small forward spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. First free throw is good. Last season, Brent, the addition of two-way contracts. Does that make developing players in the G League even more valuable than it was before?
I believe last year, Kevin, that almost 50% of the players in the league, and it might have been a smidge more, had some kind of G League experience.
It's terrific.
And that's phenomenal.
Yes.
We're almost close to the 30 for 30 affiliation in the G League. You saw a success story last year in Quinn Cook coming up and getting a contract with the Warriors. This is awesome for the league. They've also upped the minimum contract for G League players to $35,000. All of these signs and the way that teams are using the G League, extremely positive, Kevin.
Good on the three-point shot.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Johnson kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Ellington. It's stolen by Carroll. Here's LeVert. Ellington defending. There's the pass to Napier. Pass to LeVert. Lock at 6. Shot from 12. The putback, and it's put back in by Fareed. And now it's a 10-point Nets lead.
That's just a poor job by the defense to let the Manimal get the rebound. He's the last guy you want to get free under there.
Magruder kicks to Adebayo. Johnson surveying the floor. Pulls it up. A rebound by the Nets. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Now here's Napier. Tight defense on him. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Nets lead by 12. Johnson kicks to Magruder. Passes it to Adebayo. It's stolen by Carroll. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Pass to Napier. And there's the foul. It's on Rodney Magruder. That is his first foul of the game. James Johnson's checked in for Miami. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Jared Dudley's checked in for Fareed. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Napier finds Carroll. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by the Heat. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson, the pass to Johnson. He dishes it to Ellington. Shot to stop the drought. But they get it back. Brooklyn leading by 12. Kicks to Napier. Over Johnson. Misses off the left iron. To the paint. It's stolen by Carroll. Now here's Napier. He's guarded by Johnson. From 11 feet away. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Well, known for his athleticism, Johnson can sneak up on you, and that time, that dunk looking second nature.
Now here's Napier. He's guarded by Johnson. No coverage that time. Dudley's got 7 points in the game.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line, or you risk getting burned.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answer.
This is what happens when you take nothing away defensively. Just too inactive in this game on that end of the floor.
For the Heat. Whiteside's checked in for Olynyk. Josh Richardson comes in for Rodney Magruder. Dion Waiters checked in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. Now here's Whiteside. He has 5. Here's Russell. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Yeah, multi-dimensional score. Hard to match up with Russell in that kind of space.
Dragic against Russell. Now here's Dragic. He's guarded closer. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Richardson covering. Russell kicks to Carroll. Now the pass to Dudley. Just 5 to shoot. And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got his first 2 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Waiters for 3. Offensive rebound Heat. Whiteside, good.
Adding ways to score into the paint, Whiteside continues to develop a more refined post game with better footwork each year.
Here's Russell. Goes back up. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Carroll against Johnson. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Pass to Carroll. From outside, off the mark. The Heat trail by 15.
Amazing how much James Johnson gets leaned on for what Miami wants to do offensively. Out of Wake Forest, a very versatile 6'8" forward, and plays a ton of positions for Eric Spoelstra.
Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And that's why you have to love how good a floor general Dragic can be. Fantastic pick and roll there.
To the left wing. Hollis Jefferson finds Dudley. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Whiteside. To the paint, here's Johnson, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too. It just seems like James Johnson has some point forward in his game. What do you think, Brent?
I think that Eric Spoelstra has just championed that part of his game and trusts him to make the right decisions. And when your teammates have that kind of confidence in your playmaking ability, sometimes the opportunities for you to make the right pass, they grow.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Miami. Dwayne Wade comes in for Waiters. That one misses for Johnson.
Yeah, like a 5-tool baseball player, James Johnson's one of those guys who does a little bit of everything for his team.
And Russell gets it to go.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
Let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Miami.
And really, the long ball hadn't been a big factor for him. Not a lot of attempts, not a lot of makes either. Nothing wrong, though, with probing inside on days when the shots aren't falling.
Now here's Wade. 23 points for him the last game against the Lakers. Dishes it to Whiteside. Dragic the pass to Whiteside. It's Dragic with the drive. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
But when Dragic gets the opportunity to drive, guess what? He's driving. Foot on the gas pedal there.
Carroll dishes to Russell. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Russell's got 9.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Wade kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Winslow. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Dragic against Russell. Dragic finds Johnson. They get it back. Whiteside. And it's Miami with another.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Here's Russell. That one misses. And the Heat going the other way now.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
Wade passes to Dragic. Back to Wade. Shoots from the baseline, and it's Miami with another.
And the mid-range jump shot is something Dwayne Wade has really perfected throughout his career.
Now here's Carroll, and it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Fareed's checked in for the Nets. Russell against Dragic. Fareed, no good.
Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out. He's got to try to find something different.
Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Hassan Whiteside on top.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Wade kicks to Winslow. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Winslow. 6 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. There's Dragic with the 3, and Kenneth Fareed pulls it down. Fareed's got 8 rebounds in this game. Now here's Cram. Wade is covered, and there's the 3-second violation.
Let's take a look at numbers for Russell. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's averaging 19 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Now, here's Whiteside. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
I also thought he did a tremendous job in terms of timing in that game, swatting away some shots. Ended up with 3 blocks in that game.
Here is Dudley. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Fareed with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Hassan Whiteside.
What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. First in rebounding, 3rd in field goal percentage, and he's an eraser inside, a definite factor defensively, right in that top 5 in blocks per game.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. And the first one at the line is good.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
Napier, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The feed to Cram. 1:41 left to play here in the half. Napier kicks to Fareed. They need this one. And it's Napier missing.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Knocked loose on the wing, Winslow. Here's Adebayo. And it's off the back rim. No good. Nets leading by 7. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Crab kicks to Napier. Right block shot, and it's blocked. In transition, here comes Miami. There's Winslow, tips it. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
All those hours in the offseason working on the catch-and-shoot jumper, it pays off there. When he shoots it with confidence, it looks good.
Now here's Dudley. He's got 7. He kicks it to Russell. Hits it from three-point range. Russell's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Nets.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Wade, good.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Wade against Russell. Crab in the corner. Shoots over Winslow.
Winslow with a stellar effort on defense there. That shot attempt was not easy.
D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, the defense looks locked in. Looks like it's working.
Well, it's not everything's working exactly right, but our activity is making up for some of the mistakes and creating some opportunities and energy on the other end.
We'll see if that activity can continue. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, what did you see from them?
I was surprised at how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
A shot of American Airlines Arena in the lights of Miami, Florida. Welcome back, everyone, to the action here. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. The Heat trail by 5, setting the floor for the Nets. Russell and Crab are in the backcourt together. Jared Dudley out there with Kenneth Faried, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. Dragic finds Whiteside. Fades away. Rebounded by Faried. Fareed's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the middle, here's Hollis Jefferson. Plays it up off the glass. Hollis Jefferson's got the first bucket of the third here for the Nets. Dragic the pass to Whiteside. Waiters outside. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound, Heat.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Second shot opportunity. The Heat keeping it alive. Fresh 24. He gets it in there. Whiteside's got 13.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
To the inside, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And just an outstanding job by Faried to get dirty inside and force the D to clobber him.
The Nets have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And he makes the first.
And the persistence shown by Fareed on every possession gets infectious.
All free throws good from Kenneth Fareed. The Heat trail by 7. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Dragic the pass to Richardson. Here's Waiters. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Waiters outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. 5 on the clock. Here's Dragic, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He has 6.
And as Dragic went up on the jumper, he knew the defense was there still. Finds a way to knock that one in.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Russell finds Crabbe. From downtown, hits the three-point bomb. And the Nets lead by 8.
And that's his forte. Crabbe with perfect shot mechanics and tremendous range on that three.
And Allen Crabbe, a strong shooter from outside, but he can still be a bit streaky, Greg, at times.
Yeah, I mean, he'll joke with himself that when he's off, he plays like Allen, but when he's on, he's playing like AC. I mean, he uses that Jekyll and Hyde motivation to make sure he stays aggressive on offense. The team and coaching staff are in on it as well, as they know a hot Crabbe is a handful to deal with.
The Nets making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. The Heat trail by 11. Timeout called the Heat.
And they've let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
Check out the stats for Richardson. How his last 10 games have gone. 6th in three-point field goal percentage. 8th in steals. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. Bucket is good.
Nice job by Richardson getting to the inside. High percentage play to the basket.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 17 points was their biggest margin. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
The Heat making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Brett, they're always trying to make the All-Star game itself more competitive. Is that an important thing to do?
I don't think overall it's important to do it, Kevin. I mean, it is an exhibition, but I do like the attentiveness of the players over the past couple of years talking about how it is they want to approach the game. It ends up being a high-scoring affair with a lot of highlights, but overall, it's not the most important thing for the weekend.
The Nets have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
The first one falls. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Second free throw, no good. The Heat trail by 10. Richardson for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Fareed's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Harris, no good.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Here's Richardson. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Waiters outside. Second chance shot, and he gets the bucket. Waiters got it back down to within single digits for the Heat.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Russell, buries the 20-footer. Russell's got 14 points for the game.
Tough to tell what exactly happened to the D out there, but they simply don't look like they're engaged or even trying to stop their opponent.
Waiters gets a wide open look. A rebound by the Nets.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
Here's LeVert. He has 7. Kicks to Russell. It's stolen by Johnson. Now the dish to Waiters. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Got to stay down as Johnson makes a beautiful pump fake there. And once he has his man up in the air, he easily gets right into the contact to earn some free throws.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. A different look for Miami. Rodney McGruder comes in for Josh Richardson, and Ellington is subbed in for Dion Waiters. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Carroll's checked in. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Here's LeVert. Misses the 3. The Heat trail by 9. In the corner, it's Ellington. Nailed from three-point land. Ellington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Russell. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Monster night, and what's scary, Russell's built for many more of these.
Johnson kicks to Ellington. Out left to the wing. Here's Magruder, guarded by Harris. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
To give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
The Heat have not shot all that well from the free throw line. 6 of 11.
And they've been mediocre all season long. Just about 72% from the line.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for James Johnson. Napier, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Napier. And there's the pass to Harris. Pass to Carroll. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside.
Winslow against Carroll. High arcing shot. Winslow's shot is off. Nets leading by 7. Here's LeVert. He has 7. Clock at 6. And stolen by Ellington. Here's Magruder. Finished off the break. Magruder's got 5 points so far.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
It's Carroll on the wing. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got 3 assists in the game. For Miami, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Now Johnson passes it to Olynyk. And it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
A different look for Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and Dwayne Wade subbed in for Johnson. Now here's Wade. Defense right on him. Over Napier. Wade misses.
And not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
The Nets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. The Heat trail by 9. And here is Ellington, and stolen by Napier. LeVert the pass to Napier. Here's LeVert. Ellington defending. And it's LeVert missing.
He has to be frustrated out there right now. His teammates are really picking up the slack for a lackluster offensive night.
Now here's Ellington. Napier covering. Here's LeVert. He has 7. Pass to Carroll. From 12 feet out. And the dunk by Faried. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Well, as soon as Faried gets the ball there, you know he's going to rise up for the dunk. He is constantly looking to throw it down.
And the Heat call time here.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. Number 1, the Heat.
And this team has been completely dominant. Fewest points per game allowed in the league. These guys are talented. They trust each other. They work together. And you just won't find better coaching on the defensive end of the floor.
On the wing, Ellington. Napier covering. Wade feeling it out a bit to the inside. Here's Adebayo. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from Fareed. Now here's Napier. Defense is right there. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to LeVert. Lets it go from deep. And Winslow pulls it down.
His teammates cannot be happy with him, guys. He would have been better off resetting the offense and looking for a better shot opportunity.
Now here's Winslow. He averages about 5 points a game. Back to Wade. And Wade slams it in.
Time and time again, Dwayne Wade up around the rim. Gets up big time for that alley-oop.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Magruder kicks to Winslow. Back to Magruder. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Magruder's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Now here's Napier. Pass to LeVert. Fires the 3. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got 5 assists tonight.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Here's Winslow. He dishes it to Ellington. Wade outside. And that one drops for him. Wade's got 10 points in the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Fareed the pass to LeVert. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. The Heat trail by 10. Winslow finds Ellington. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Now here's Wade. He's covered closely. 44 seconds left to play here in the third. That one drops for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harris outside. Passes to Napier. The 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And they're pushing it up. Here's LeVert. Wade is covering. Pass to Napier. Over Ellington. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
Well, you like to finish things on a positive note, and he times that one beautifully.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Let's get this next bucket, and we got to put together a string right now. It's all right here in the head. It's right here in the head. Stay.
Greg urging his team to go on a run here.
I mean, they have what it takes, and Coach Spo right now just trying to spark a fire in his group.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourts. Josh Richardson out there with Adebayo. And it's Whiteside in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the 4 for Miami. Now here's Cram. No good from outside.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Stolen by Waiters. Back to Richardson. Dragic looking for an opening. Carroll against Waiters. Back to Dragic. Feeds it to Whiteside. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Back to Crabbe. Now the pass to Carroll. Shoots over Dragic. The shot by Carroll, no good. The Heat trail by 8. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. Adebayo passes to Dragic. Dishes it to Whiteside. Pass to Richardson. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Not slowing Richardson down right now. Even when you rough him up, he's still finding ways to use his quickness and score the basketball.
Now here's Crabbe. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's Napier missing.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Dragic kicks to Waiters. This one for 3. No good from Dragic. Nets leading by 6. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Crabbe. He's guarded by Waiters. The tray, and Crabbe is good for 3. And the Nets lead by 9.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Now here's Waiters. Back to Richardson for the 3. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
How about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Here's Crabbe. He kicks it to Napier. Shoots. Dragic with some nice D. The Heat trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Waiters for 3. It's good from long range.
Well, some of Waiters' most efficient numbers come when he's in catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Timeout called, the Nets. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Johnson checked in for Adebayo. And then for Brooklyn, Kenneth Faried's checked in for Damari Carroll. And it's Russell in for Shabazz Napier. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Can't sleep on his scoring ability. Crabbe forces defenders to commit sometimes, the last play being a good example.
first one drops.
And not a guy who gets to the charity stripe a ton, but overall, Crabbe shoots a solid percentage from there.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Even with 1 miss, he stretched this out to a 2-possession game.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Looks like Josh Richardson is always seeking a shot, this time looking for contact as well.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
That's good from Richardson.
And Josh Richardson, continuing to develop his overall game, has such good height at the 2-guard spot.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here's Crabbe. Outside, Russell. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And they'll keep possession. Crabbe from long range. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Up top, Dragic. He's guarded by Russell. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Russell left side. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
And having added strength to his wiry frame, Russell able to convert through contact there and draw the foul.
The Heat trail by 6. Waiters outside. Kicks to Johnson. Good on the bucket.
He's reliable, capitalizing on the inside. You have to keep Johnson from getting in that close.
Out left to the wing. Fareed outside. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at that Jazz matchup, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long. And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
His rebound total now in the double digits. Been an animal all night long.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here is Russell. Following the score by Miami. Six to shoot, and it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Russell against Dragic. 6 on the shot clock. Russell kicks to Crabbe. Off target from 3-point range.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't figure out what's wrong, but he keeps trying to push through.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backboard.
One shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Well, when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
Russell finds for Reed. Now Crab. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Dragic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Johnson in the corner. From about 16, here's Whiteside, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And it's a 3-point Heat lead. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Crab kicks to Russell. Knocks it loose, and stolen by Whiteside. Inside, Waiters, count it, good. And the Heat lead by 5.
Well, Waiters and confidence, they go together pretty well.
Crab dishes to Russell. Back to Crab. Right-side Russell. And they double up Russell. 5 on the clock. Johnson with the block. Russell against Dragic. Pass to Waiters. From downtown, and again, Miami with the triple.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Nets trail by 8. To the right side. Russell passes to Fareed. Will it go? And it's Russell missing.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
I still think there's a chance you string a couple of big plays together and the tide can turn very quickly.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Hassan Whiteside.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
They increased his role tonight after dropping their last game, and the move paid off. He's been the best player on the court by far, and now they don't have to worry about a losing streak.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Wade outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Richardson, and there's another one for the Heat.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Now, here is Russell. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Russell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Free throw good, Russell.
Yeah, not many guys entering the league impact their teams this fast. Russell is an exception.
And so Russell hits them both. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. The Heat leading by 12. Outside Dragic. Johnson up top. Wade outside. Over Crabbe. That one doesn't go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Carroll, no one around him. And he's good on the 3-ball. Carroll's got it back down to within single digits for Brooklyn. Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Johnson kicks to Dragic. Back to Johnson. There's the pass to Wade. Richardson finds Johnson. Here's Whiteside, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Heat lead by 11.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Miami.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Hassan Whiteside.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
And here are the Heat now. They have a 9-point lead. Outside Dragic. And so it's the Heat winning this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponents.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Dwayne, you really got on the glass tonight. How did that happen?
Yeah, Coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
Well, you helped him in a big way, Dwayne. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.